What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today on Van City RC, we're going to be having a look at the Neheme NH530. Alright guys, let's take a look at the box of the NH530 here. Altitude hold, 360 degree rotate, emergency stop, headless mode, 3-speed switch, 360 degree flips, and 1 key takeoff and landing. As well, they're advertising this one 14 years plus. See what else we got here. Alright, so majority of the information is on the back of the box here, guys. Looks like we got all the functions of the transmitter labeled on the back here. That's cool. Advertising control distance of 100 meters, 60 meters of FPV distance, 720p HD Wi-Fi camera, and 6-axis gyro. Does have gesture selfie mode. What else? Takes 3 AAA batteries for the transmitter is what they're telling us here. A lot of information on the back here. There's the camera again. The batteries for this one, 3.7 volts, so a 1-cell 500 milliamp hour lithium battery, lithium ion. Battery on this one should be 8 minutes flight time, 90 minutes charging time. That is the app you're going to need, the Neheme Honor app, to use the camera on this one. Alright guys, well, let's get everything that's in this box out on the bench and let's take a look at it. Alright guys, everything that was in the box is now on the bench for us to take a look at. And I just wanted to show you how nicely this was packaged up. Perfect for transporting it, for storing it in the included packaging. Not bad. We did get a little goodie bag here when we take a look at what's included in that right away before we pull the drone out of there. Alright, so in the goodie bag we got our micro USB charger right there, charging cable. We've got a full set of spare props. That's awesome. I like that. Looks like we've got a couple extra prop screws right here and a little mini screwdriver. Let's put that aside. Do have a quick start guide here that came with it, and this is just basically a fast track of what's in the manual to get you up in the air, how to charge it, how to load the batteries, functions of the transmitter. On the back side, just some quick instructions how to fly it, and then there's your QR code there for your app. And all this same information will be in more detail in the actual full-size manual here. You can see there, I'll give you a quick look at it. They just go into a little bit more detail on how to get this drone set up ready to fly. So not bad, nice looking manual. Again, there's your QR code. And then we're switching into other languages after that. Looks like we've got English to start, Dutch, anything else in here? Italian, so we got multiple languages in here, I should say. Looks like we've got English, Dutch, and Italian in there, for what I could see quickly there. Let's pull this open and see here. We've got our phone holder right there. That transmitter. We got 2 batteries with this one. Proprietary batteries. We've got 4 prop guards and the drone. So let's make a little space here so we can have a better look at all this. Alright, so starting out with the batteries, we said they were 500 milliamp hour batteries, and that's what they are. They are proprietary. There is your charging port right there. We showed you the cable, so you would just plug the end of the cable in like so, and this will plug into any USB outlet to charge it. On this particular drone, you're going to see a green light as soon as you plug it in. When the green light goes out is when the battery is fully charged. Alright, so we got 2 of those batteries. That is awesome. So we're going to get double the flight time. I like that. Transmitter. Well, we already took a look. We're not going to review all the functions of the transmitter, but if you got the box, if you got the quick start guide, or you've got the manual, you're going to have all the info you need on all the functions of this transmitter. And there's quite a bit. And one thing I'm noticing, we do have a photo button. So short press for photo, long press for video. On the top there, your 360 degree buttons on your other top left hand button. Got a bunch of trim buttons, speed switch, takeoff landing button. We got more trim buttons here. We got headless mode, and we've got return to home. Is that? No, that doesn't look like it's yeah, it is a 1 key return. Ah, pretty cool. I like that. Alright guys, well, let's take a look. I believe we said it took 3. We'll use the included screwdriver. It's nice they give us that. we said 3 AAA batteries. I've already put them in here, but we'll show you guys. There we go, 3 AAA batteries to power up this one. We'll get that screwed back in here quickly. Now for the cell phone holder here, if you're using the camera, just like that, just pops in, spring loaded, so you can hold your phone, no problem. Is it adjustable? Yeah, it's adjustable like so. Perfect. Now let's pull in the drone here, guys. Check it out, nice sized drone. I like these red props on the front there. Seems like it's pretty solid. Does have looks like what could be maybe on another model an SD card slot right there. We do have brushed motors. They are gear driven. You can see they're offset from the props, so they're not direct driven right off the motor. So there is a gear in there to spin those props. Prop guards, they look like they just snap into place. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, those go on pretty easy, guys. No screws required, no tools required. We just pop those on like that. And I actually might fly it. I usually don't with the prop guards, but I'm finding with these smaller drones, for myself to put the prop guards on just makes it a little bit more visible while filming, so you guys can see it better. So there it is with the prop guards on. That only took what, 10 seconds to put on. Let's put a battery in there. Now these batteries, they only go in one way. You've got a little retainer clip up top, and it clicks into place. And to remove the batteries, you got to squeeze top and bottom to pull them out. You can see, you just squeeze like that and pull them out. Alright, let's power it on here. See what kind of lights we have. There we go. We got green on the back, we got red on the front. If we turn on that transmitter, let's see what happens. The transmitter, I didn't notice this on-off switch on the bottom, slider switch. There we go. We're bound. You can see. You can see the lights are solid here when I'm on flat ground, but I picked it up. And see, I think it messes with the gyro a bit. It knows that we're not on level ground right now, so it's probably not going to be able to, well, it won't want to take off unless you're on flat ground like that. You can see the lights. As soon as I put on flat ground, we're good to go. So guys, enough of this. I think we took a good enough look at it at the bench here. Let's get it out. Let's have some fun with it and see what it can do in the air. Guys, we got the NH530 out, getting ready for its first test flight here. We're going to power it up. Lights are blinking on the bottom there. Put it on flat ground, power up the transmitter. You're going to want to go up and down on the left stick there, and there's 2 ways to take off. First, we got to calibrate it, and we're going to go down into the left with both sticks there. You'll hear it beep, and then we can either hit the 1 key takeoff, or we can go down and out to fire up the motors, and then up on the throttle. Now it's a little bit windy out here today, so I am going to start out in the higher speed rate. There we go, you can hear the 3 beeps, and we're just going to mess around with it, see how it flies here. Not bad. We'll try to keep it away from the fence here. Get a little height so we can see it up in the air there. There we go. Now, this is the only clear day I have in the next week or so, so we'll have to deal with the wind for today. Now, we have advertised 100 meters of range on this one. If we drop it a bit here, we might be able to get away from some of that wind. You can see it's struggling a bit to fight the wind here. This thing's going to be good on a light, maybe with a light breeze or calm day if you're flying it outside. Indoors won't be a problem, but for what it is right now, it is a little too windy for this guy out here, but it's still handling it in high rate. So there are some let me get a little lower here. There are some cool functions here, or options, I guess. It's got high speed rotate. You can see, does it right there, and then you just hit the stick to take it out of it. Just hit the directional stick. And we also have circle fly. Again, if it was a little calmer outside, can see circle fly is just basically, it's just a slower rate. We'll do it again here. And then you just hit the directional stick to take it out. I'm going to try to trim it a bit. And it's a little bit better. And we're taking out there. Those red props though on the front really, really do help you see it. They're very visible. Bring it back towards us here. It's got some good speed. Now, let me find it here. Do some flips, nice quick flips, some rolls. Very nice. We'll get into testing out some of the camera features here momentarily. I always like to test out the functions of the drone, make sure it can fly good, and this thing's flying great. Now, let's try return to home. So we're way out there, take it. Now this return to home is not going to auto land. It's just going to keep on going back. That's all right. It brings it back in the direction you need it to come back in. We're going to try that one more time, this time coming from an opposite direction. And the wind's not helping things out, so we'll take it out of there, but it was coming back, trying to come back the proper way. All right, now headless mode. We'll spin it while keeping the front directional stick going away from us, and that's working. And we'll continue to spin it and bring it backwards. Yeah, headless mode is working fine. Now let's take it out of headless mode before we mess up and forget we're in headless mode. Wind is dying down a bit, so this will help out a bit. I want to try that circle fly one more time. We'll get it up in the air so we can see it a bit better. There we go. This is a slow spin. It actually is slow spin, well flying, kind of in a circle. Not bad. And we'll do that 360 again. Oh, we got to take it out. All right, so we got a little bit out of range there, it looks like. We're back in now, and wasn't flying away or anything. It just started to land on its own. So I like that. Seemed like it wanted to land on its own. I just held the transmitter up a bit higher there to make sure that connection was good, and it seemed fine. What else can we try here, guys, before we get into the camera? We can try the one key landing. Let's try that. We'll bring it in here and see if we can land it on the landing pad here. Well, we'll do our best. All right, we'll hit that landing. And I'm not going to be able to. The wind is pushing around a bit, but that worked good. I just took it out by hitting the throttle. We're in first rate of speed now. And let's just check out, since the wind has died down a bit, let's check those yaw rates. We'll bring it a bit closer so we can see it a bit better. The wind actually has changed direction on me, is what's happening. So we'll bring it right in front of me and we'll check those yaw rates. All right, first rate yaw. Second rate, not much quicker. And we'll do third rate. A little bit quicker there, so the yaw rate's not incredibly fast on this one, but it really doesn't make a difference, to be honest with you. And it's quiet. Now the lights are flashing, which probably means we're in LVC, I would think. Let's bring it a little closer. It looked like the lights were flashing. I don't hear an audible, so I'm not 100% sure there. Yeah, the lights are definitely flashing, so we are in LVC mode. We're not keeping a timer on this one. It's a little chilly out here today, guys. About 10 degrees Celsius. What's that, about 50? Roughly 50, I think, Fahrenheit, so it's not that warm. Fly it around. Getting a little close. I'm gonna have to oh, and it's auto landing on me. All right, I was gonna bring it up over the dugout, but LVC was in, and we'll have to go retrieve that. It auto landed, which is nice to see. So all right, guys, well, we're gonna switch out the battery and we will test out some of those cameras. Gave it a few attempts to get the camera to work there. The camera works, but it might be something I'm doing, not 100% sure, but typically what happens with these toy grade drones that have a camera on them, they do interfere with the connection from the drone to the transmitter, and I was having some issues there. I decided, you know what, I'm not going to waste this battery trying to get that to work right now. I just want to have some fun, so we're going to throw it back up in the air and we're just going to cruise around for a bit to finish this video off, and I'll head back home. I'll mess around with the camera a bit, and if I get it to where I can test it out properly, we'll bring it out, and we'll have this drone back up in the air for another video, guys. So we're going to calibrate it right now. We're going to go get those motors started, get it up in the air, and we're just going to have a good time for the rest of this video. There we go. Love the way this one flies, and no complaints about that. I usually, for myself, I'm not buying these for the camera. I'm more what do you call it? More concerned or curious on how they perform, and this one's performing just great for its flight. Really like the transmitter on this one. Everything's labeled nicely, easy to determine. Don't even need the manual to figure it out. Looked at that manual once, or the back of the box, as you saw, had all the functions on it. Transmitter, and the transmitter itself is nicely labeled with images. Good little flyer this NH530 is, no complaints there. Like I said, I don't really I'm usually not too interested in the cameras on these ones, so for myself, not being able to get it to work properly out here is not a big deal. Looks cool up in the air. We kept the prop guards on so we can see it a little bit better in the video here, guys. I know the last time I had a small drone out on the channel, it was a little hard to see at some points in the video, and I figured these prop guards being on would help us out a bit. Nice blue backdrop there. And actually, you know what? In third rate, it's able to handle a little bit of breeze, no problem. Wind has died down a little bit, so it is it's not struggling like it was at the beginning of the video. We had some pretty good gusts, but it was able to handle those as well. Do some barrel rolls here. Now I heard a beep there. Now I'm wondering if that was LVC kicking in. It very well could be. I didn't hear it during the first battery. No, it doesn't look like it's kicked in, so I might have actually hit the photo button by accident with my finger. Just noticing it there. Oh yeah, lights are flashing now. Maybe that was LVC. I'm curious to know that. I didn't pick that up on the first battery there. Oh, we'll keep messing around here a bit. I'll keep it a little bit closer so I don't have to walk so far to get it. Bring it back around. Oh, and I crashed it, took my eyes off it. Oh, a little durability test there. Let's see. still got you can hear that wind, probably it's picking up again. Yeah, we still got a little bit of flight time left here. I was being a little cocky there and took my eyes off it. Just looking at the pitch. You do get a decent pitch there in third rate. Well guys, that's about it for this one. That's the NH530 from the Hemi. Decent little flyer. Definitely would be good indoors, light breeze outdoors, no problem. You want to keep it out of heavy winds. Other than that, guys, I think you're good to go with this one. Easy to set up, easy to calibrate, easy to fly. Anyways guys, you want to grab one of these for yourself, link is down in the description. If you like this video, make sure you give a big thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, really appreciate hit that subscribe button before you head out, and remember, don't be a stranger. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.